The little red light was not on when I just took these photos. I have a question on the hot tub. Regardless of what temperature I set it at, it always heats up to 102. When I double check the set temp, it remains where I set it, for example, 95 degrees, but it still heats to 102. I want it lower because I live in Arizona and my son wants to hop in there sometimes, and I don't want it too hot for a child.
Hello. My name is XXXXX XXXXX. Allow me a moment to review your question thoroughly. I'll do my best to answer your question and resolve your issue.
Thanks, Todd.
Be right with you, I need to view our previous question. Okay. If you set the temp at 104 F or 95 F, it will always heat to 102 F and show it at 102 F?
It will go higher. I saw the temp at 105 the other day. I double-checked the actual water temperature with 2 different thermometers, and the display temperature is pretty accurate.
Does the heat on indicator LED stay lit or go off after passing the set temp?
To answer your question, I cannot get the temperature lower than 102. If I set it higher, it will heat to that high temperature.
On the control pad there is a small red heat on LED.
I can go check now if you have a minute.
Yes.
Right now the little red light is off. The temperature reads 103, the floating thermometer reads 104.5. The set temperature has been 93 for the past 4 days.
Does this use a dedicated small little circulation pump for the heater or a normal 2-speed jet pump running low speed for heating/filtering? Is the pump running low speed constantly if so?
I just moved here, so sorry I don't know a thing about this hot tub. I could take a photo for you if that helps. What you said sounds accurate, except the pump cycles twice a day. Not constantly.
Some pump must be flowing water through the heater to overheat and not go into an O error otherwise. The temp sensor is probably not the issue since it is reading accurately. If it was at 105 and read 95, then that is a problem, but it is not. My guess at this point is the heater relay on the circuit board is sticking closed after the controls have told it to shut off the heat. That explains the red LED heat on light off on the control pad and it heating still. I doubt the outdoor temp is that hot. Even for Arizona, so it must be an equipment issue. If getting past the set temp and the heat on light is off, then the heater must still be on and some pump must still be flowing. Try turning the power off, restarting it after 1 minute. Do not press any buttons and update me in a couple hours. It should go into an O error if it reaches about 110 F+. Any pics of the equipment area may be helpful. Please send as many as you wish. Use the paperclip icon on your dashboard to upload them. Or if you find that impossible, send them talks at XXXXX. 30. Just pics, all other conversations must be kept to this thread. Thank you for understanding. Do you have any questions at the moment? Can you try that and pick up again later today?
Okay, I will flip the breaker, the only way to turn it off, restart it, and write you back in a couple hours as to what is happening.
The pump should start up in a default filter cycle of 2 hours. The heat should start up at the default set temp of 100 F, and that means the heat on light should not be on while in the initial filter cycle because it is already warmer than 100 F. After 2 hours the pump should shut off on its own. Tease.
It has never read higher than 105. Outdoor temp is 70 here.
105F is where you would expect it to stop heating if set to the max of 104F on the controls. The fact your set temp is lower than the actual temp and the display is showing the actual temp accurately is odd. Try that and I'll take that info and try to figure this out. Please try to determine if any other pumps are running as well. Is this integrated into a pool or separate completely? Gas heater or standard hot tub electric heater built into the control box?
Separate above ground unit with its own electric. I will write in a couple hours with photos.
Tie.
Full size image, full size image, full size image. Hello again, Todd. After switching the brake off then on, the hot tub heated up to 105, the set temperature read 100. The little red light was not on when I just took these photos. Also, do you have any access to the manual for this old school hot tub? I cannot find it anywhere. I was given this cheat sheet earlier, which helps a bit. Since the control board was just refurbished, I'm guessing the problem is with the button on the panel. Do they make replacements for these?
Our chat has ended, but you can still continue to ask me questions here until you are satisfied with your answer. Come back to this page to view our conversation and any other new information. What happens now? Or, you can reply to me using the box below. Good morning, I am sorry for not being available later yesterday, it was unexpected. If you can tell the year/brand of the tub, I can look for the tub manual for you as well. The control sheet you have now would be the same for that system regardless of the brand of tub it was installed into. The heat light never came on because the actual water temp was already higher, 105F, than the default set temp of 100F on startup. If the pump shut off after the 2-hour filter cycle, and the temp remained at 105F, it just could be the mild weather combined with the short time and pump running creating a little heat from friction. Please try to get the water temp down below 95F by removing the cover and running the jets low and/or adding some cold tap water. Then let's do the same steps again and see if it stops heating at 100F or continues to rise above it. Please take note if the red heat on light on the control panel stays on or goes out at 101F if still running. The pump attached to the heater tube in the PICS must be running for it to continue to heat even if the heat on light is out, if heater relay is sticking closed as expected, or the tub would go into an O error from the heater itself becoming too hot. So, try to lower the water temp to 95F or below. Restart the tub as before. Pump should come on low speed and heat to 100/101F. Take note at the 100/101F mark if the heat on light goes out on the panel. Take note if the pump shuts off after 2 hours or continues to run low or high speed. Standing by, Todd, just reply when you are available and we can continue. Hello Todd, I followed your steps outlined above. The hot tub heated up from 95 to 100 within an hour. 1:30 to 2:30 p.m., the red light went off at 100/101 and continued to increase in temperature. The pump speed came on at high speed and ran for 2 hours, from 1:30 to 3:30. The temperature increased 3 degrees from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m., again the red light was off. Since the pump turned off, it has not increased in temp. I just checked it at 6 p.m. and it is 103 degrees. The pump will turn on again sometime tonight. At that time I will try and peek at it to see if there's an increase in temperature. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you for the update, Shauna. Everything sounds normal except for your mention of the pump running high speed on the startup heat/filter cycle. That pump should be running low speed during the filtering/heating cycles and only high speed if activated by the jet button to use the tub or if in an extreme cold freeze protection mode. I would double check the pump 1 wiring on the refurbished board. It sounds like the red high speed pump wire is reversed with the black low speed pump wire. The pump running high speed and low speed will increase the water temp with the cover closed significantly just from the friction of the water flowing through the pipes. That could explain the overheating issue. Standing by, Todd.
Everything is wired correctly. We tested everything against the controls and panel. At this point I wonder if the spa just got set wrong at the factory and filters on high instead of low.
The primary pump is a 2-speed pump. It will run low speed for heating/filter cycles and high speed for jets. You can activate the low speed if the pump is off by pressing the jet button once, then the pump should go into high speed on the second press of the jet button. If the pump is running low speed in a heating and/or filtering mode, you will only be able to switch it from low to high speed. My guess is you have the red and black pump wires on pump 1 reversed. This would cause the backwards low/high speed condition. On Balboa systems, the black wire is usually low speed, the red wire is high speed, the white wire will be neutral, 120V pumps, or line 2 hot, 240V models, and the green is ground. Reverse the black and red pump 1 wires on the circuit board and that should correct the issue. Have a great weekend. Just reply if you still have any questions or concerns. Best regards, Todd. How did that work out? Did it resolve the issue? Standing by, Todd.
Hi Todd, hopefully my pool guy will be here today. He couldn't make it last week and we'll switch the wires. I sincerely XXXXX knowledge and expertise. I'm happy to know that the worst case scenario is simply the pump speed rather than the heater turning on when I don't want it to. Have a great weekend and thanks for everything. Shauna.
Shauna, it is pretty easy to do it yourself if it saves you a service call. Please reply if you would like me to walk you through it. I am certain that is the issue. Either the wires in the pump are reversed or on the board. Either way, reversing them on the board is simple and will solve it. Standing by, Todd.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.